5 exercises that are recommended for preventing tendinitis. Muscle and tendon injuries are becoming more and more frequent. The problem is that these pains don't just affect athletes or those who exercise, but also people who don't practice sports regularly. That's why everyone should be interested in preventing tendinitis. Currently, there is an increase of people waiting in line at doctors' and physiotherapists' offices. Many times, this is due to tendinitis. Tendinitis is an inflammation of the tendon, the tissue that connects muscles to bones. Normally, it's caused by a blow, physical strain, or prolonged and repetitive movements of the tendon. It can also appear due to a lack of elasticity or age-related wear. In addition, your tendon can degenerate if you have bad posture or overwork your muscle. For instance, this can happen when you work too much. This way, you limit your tendon's functional capacity. This can cause inflammation. Plus, if you don't take care of it in time, it can cause greater complications. Some of the most frequent symptoms include rigidity, inflammation, loss of strength, pain sensitivity in the affected area, which is almost always near a joint. To encourage proper functioning of your joints, we recommend having a healthy daily routine, including exercising for at least a half hour, stretching that strengthen your muscles, avoiding being in the same position for long periods of time. For this kind of injury, a series of steps are usually recommended. These vary depending on the level of severity the affected person has. There are treatments for light, moderate, and severe injuries. For the first, all you have to do is rest and relax. This includes reducing your physical activity. For the moderate step, it's a good idea to immobilize the area and see a specialist. They will tell you the best way to move forward depending on their diagnosis. Finally, for severe cases, if it doesn't react to the recommendations and prescriptions given by your doctor, it's possible that it may require surgery. From there, it's very important to strengthen and keep your muscles flexible over your whole body. In addition, we also recommend warming up before practicing any kind of activity and avoiding overloading your tendons with repetitive movements and high impact. The exercises we recommend in the article can be a big help. Exercises that are recommended to prevent tendinitis. Exercise 1. To prevent tendinitis in the muscles of your feet, do the following exercise. First, stand with your feet together. Then, stand on the balls of your feet. Then, stay in this position for 5 seconds, then lower yourself little by little until you're in the starting position. Repeat this exercise 10 times. Exercise 2. Thanks to this exercise, you'll strengthen the tendons in your ankles. To do this, stand with your legs slightly bent. Then, put 1 foot 8 inches back, as if you were going to take a step. Next, lean forward until you feel the muscle and tendon in your ankle. Keep this position for 20 seconds so you can then return to the original position. Do 3 repetitions. Exercise 3. First, place your hands on the wall at shoulder height. Then, you need to keep enough distance so that you can lean forward against it, bending your elbows. You should imitate a lizard. You need to hold the position for 20 seconds. Then, stretch out our arms. Do 5 repetitions. Exercise 4. Standing up, with your hands at your sides, start to rock your hands back and forth gently from one side to the other for 10 seconds. Then, rest for 15 seconds and repeat. Do 15 repetitions of this cycle. Exercise 5. With your arm stretched out towards the front, keep your hand palm up. Then with the other hand, gently pull your fingers back towards your elbow. Stretch them until you feel the inner part of your wrist extend. Hold your finger there for 10 seconds. Let go and repeat this exercise 5 times. It's wise to do these stretches on a daily basis if you are interested in preventing tendinitis. Besides helping you calm the pain in the affected area, stretching also helps you work the elasticity and invigorate your muscles and tendons.